I'm saying that Nigeria Afe Babalola corrupted the judiciary, and in corrupting the judiciary, it came across my practice.
This is the Stereosis.
Nigerian human rights activist Dele Farotimi was today denied bail at the Ekiti State Magistrate Court. I'm sure you are abreast with the defamatory suit that was brought to the Magistrate Court of Ekiti State by a senior advocate of Nigeria and the owner of Afe Babalola University, Afe Babalola himself, who happens to be a senior advocate of Nigeria. The case between those two brothers borders on the book written by Dele Farotimi, which is called the Nigeria and its Criminal Justice System.
Yeah.
And it was alleged, or it has been alleged, because we've not had a hand to the book, that Dele Farotimi had accused Afe Babalola of corrupting the Nigerian Supreme Court.
Yes, on the page 9 and page 10 of the book, that is according to Afe Babalola. Afe Babalola is demanding that the book should be retrieved from circulation and destroyed. And he's alleging from the court charge sheet that the book, because he charged him in Ekiti State, in Ado Ekiti, that is the capital of Ekiti, and it is worth noting that both of them are from Ekiti, and that's why he tried, or he got the arrest warrant from Ekiti, and then took the guy back from Lagos to Ekiti.
He was actually kidnapped from Lagos to Ekiti, because if you look at some other previous document, you will see
where he was invited.
He was initially invited, and then in some other cases, the Nigerian police force had lured a church pastor through some of their members to invite him to church, so he can be arrested at the residence within the premises of the church.
Because a church, he actually delivered a speech, or he preached some weeks ago. But it seems like from what he wrote on his page, on Twitter page, that these are two separate scenarios. Or because he said the first Easter way was invited to the Zone 2, the police zonal headquarters in Lagos, that they were actually referring to Tony Elumelu.
Okay.
I think Tony filed a petition against him.
Yes.
And then
over the same book
he wrote. I don't know the page he called, but this particular one concerns
Afe Babalola. It might be actually noted that Dele Farotimi has actually been a very strong advocate for good governance, and he has been very critical of the current president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu. He was also very vocal against Buhari. Very much, he's been criticizing all he did, anyways, or virtually everything he did. And then one thing that is so interesting about this charge by Afe Babalola is prior to these charges, or prior to this case, I had no knowledge of the book, anyways. Well, I think what the charge has done for Farotimi is that it will actually make the book sell more.
Yeah, but the courts, how about the other one? The court's giving an order that maybe the publisher should stop selling the book.
Be it as it may, the book will be, a lot of people must have bought that book. Even now.
Yeah,
people will actually buy.
From I think Roving Heights, the guys who are in charge of distribution, have also placed order, but they've not responded to me. So because from yesterday night, they will receive a lot of order, because on their handle, they were like advertising for people who want to buy the book, just 6,000.
Another shocking scenario is the speed at which the magistrate court in Ekiti State expedited the process. Assuming this sort of haste was actually accorded to all those politicians who are looting our national treasury. By now, everybody will be afraid of touching our common heritage and our common good.
Yeah. Also, if you want to get a good sense of what is actually going on, there's a video of Dele Farotimi that is circulating online. We'll play it here. And when you listen to it, you can get a good sense of what is actually going on.
I'm saying that Nigeria Afe Babalola corrupted the judiciary, And in corrupting the judiciary, it came across my practice. When I came across it, I challenged it as a lawyer and I fought it to the point where he could not enjoy the fruit of his exertion in the Supreme Court. In writing the letter that he wrote to the then Chief Justice of Lagos State, Ayomide Philip, he libeled me and I sued him for libel. And when I sued for libel, the machines of corruption went into overdrive, and a case that should never have been killed at the preliminary stage was killed. If Nigeria Afe Babalola was the only person who is licensed to enjoy that level of impunity, that's different. It's not about him. It's a system-wide problem. You simply can't get justice from the system.
He has said it how, he's also a lawyer, how they've met in court and some of the cases were struck out immaturely, and he felt that there's no other magic that would have done apart from the fact that you can conclude that these guys are in bed with the Supreme Court guys. So, and Afe Babalola is not taking it light, although nobody knows whether who is right or who is wrong now until the court decides that.
One good relating thing between these two guys, or these two brothers, is that both of them are strong supporters of P2B.
Yeah, Afe Babalola, I know sometimes when the thing gets personal, I think recently Afe Babalola donated like around £10 million or thereabouts to one of the institutions in Africa that talks about human rights.
Yes.
And I think he has not actually violated most of it, because I think from what I'm hearing in Ekiti, I've not confirmed that libel is a criminal offense in Ekiti. And if it's a criminal offense...
In Lagos, it's not.
It's not. And if it's actually a criminal offense, they can actually get a warrant to hold you in the custody while the trial goes on.
Yes.
So they are actually very legal in what they are doing. Like, if he had actually arrest warrant, which they say they had, and they took him down to Ekiti, because according to the law, if the book is actually circulated within Ekiti, so that means he has jurisdiction to charge the guy in that place.
Of course.
So, and from what he's alleging, that the book is circulating within Ekiti, Nigeria, and all over the world.
But anyway, we still know the same similar case that happened between Very Dark Man and
Femi Falana.
Femi Falana never used police to harass and intimidate Very Dark Man.
Femi had a reason for doing that. In one of the interviews he granted, he said that he's actually against his principle, because he said they'll be forefront of fighting in National Assembly, trying to convince them to decriminalize defamation. He said there's a thin line that divides that between that and freedom of speech. Yes. He said he could not just go back again and charge somebody for it being a criminal offense. He said in some places it's still criminal. Yeah. And then him picking it to be hypocrisy, because he says one of them that is making this in, he's trying to push for it for them to nationally decriminalize defamation. So he said he didn't want to go towards that route.
All right. It's a fight of two brothers. So we just stay by the sideline and then pray that there is a peaceful resolution.
I think the trial starts properly by 10th, right?
10th of December.
That is 6 days from now. Just
6 days from now.
Barely 1 week from now. That is next week, Tuesday.
Yeah.